Luis Macho Miranda. Oh, look, he's such a gentleman. He's sitting up. He's an independent Puerto Rican film director, founder of the Concourse Film Festival, which is now the only comedy festival in the Bronx. He has spent years teaching filmmaking to youth, and now he's showing his love and appreciation for the borough he calls home in his brand new film, The Boogie Movie. And it can only be described as a thought-provoking time capsule that took an entire community to make.
Luis Macho Miranda joins us this morning with more, so welcome to New York Living.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for
We should have brought all that wine over and
Oh, I know. We should have just kept it right here.
This early in the morning, it would have been good.
So this isn't your first time on Pix 11, is it?
No.
Tell us about the first time you were with us.
The first time I was, spoken to was about the Long Beach Film Festival. I was a filmmaker submitting my work there, and David Kimmel
look at our photographer, sure.
He saw my 2-minute short film about domestic violence called That One Day, and it was like so, I guess, profound to him.
Yeah. There you are.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
And now you're back.
Yes.
Bigger and better.
That's right. So for those who don't know, how did you get into filmmaking?
Well, I wanted to be an actor first, and it was through that journey that I realized that my instinct for, my passion for storytelling kind of took over, and acting didn't seem so fun
as desirable anymore.
Right, being in front of the camera was too nerve-wracking, but being able to pull all the strings and bring the right people onto the team and kind of driving them to do the best possible job that they can, all towards like a singular goal. That was just profound. Filmmaking in general is like, for me, the most profound form of storytelling, because it encompasses so many of the other art forms. Like you need. Yeah.
And based on the work that you've done, it's like production with a purpose, right? Yeah, because you want to give back to your home borough of the Bronx.
Exactly that.
Tell us about that.
Well, that was really the goal for both the Boogie Movie and the Concourse Art Foundation. So in my frustration in being a filmmaker and then having to constantly leave my city to go have my work like shown or you know, I just didn't understand why that was, why these structures weren't already built in the Bronx. So we started with the film festival, and in realizing that other artists needed a platform as well, we went from the film festival, then we got into the comedy festival because I knew so many like comedians. Didn't realize that we were going to be the only comedy festival in the Bronx. And then the next year we got into poetry. So right now the Concourse Art Foundation produces the Concourse Film Festival, the Concourse Comedy Festival, and the Concourse Poetry Festival. Each with their own ecosystems, their own followings, their own crowds, participants, the whole nine. And the goal is to have all these different art forms, these crafts, definitely separate, but then all under the same roof, together in the same place.
And so you found that there wasn't a film festival in the Bronx.
There was.
So there was, but maybe it wasn't getting enough.
Yeah, it was inconsistent. It was every once in a blue, that every year or every 2-3 years they would do it. I just wanted there to be a platform there that's kind of the in-between between like obscurity and whatever an artist may think success is.
Well, representation matters, right?
Yes.
So tell us about your movie.
The Boogie Movie.
So the Boogie okay, so, all right. In working with so many different artists, me, myself, I'm a filmmaker. I'm only going to make 10 feature films, one in each genre. This is going to be my comedy, but I didn't want to make just any comedy. I wanted to make a comedy that kind of had like a meaning to it, and that would. So there's like Superbad and Friday and stuff like that, but there's never been a film like that for the East Coast or for us.
For Latinos,
Yes, in New York. So saying Latinos, the one thing that I did with the Boogie Movie, the one thing that I didn't want to do was anytime that it seems like Latino directors, anytime they make a film, they make it too Latino, so then
it's not relatable, maybe.
So I wanted this film to really be a testament of what New York is, what the Bronx is. One main character is Latino, one is black, and all the characters in the film are all like artists from around the city, the comedians, like any comedy shows, all like music artists, all, like everyone came together for this one project, which I'm like so, like I'm humbled by. I didn't expect this much support, but I think the idea behind it all is what kind of drove everybody in. Yeah, so.
Which is it about stereotyping or?
Yeah, so
I was going to say, it takes the stereotypes.
Yeah.
And
We're
do you turn them on their heads? Or are we walking into, like, because there's times I'm Puerto Rican from the Bronx, and sometimes I say, wow, I just walked straight into my own stereotype. And I own it, and I'm like, and here we are.
So we handled it in different ways throughout the film, but some of them we're kind of hitting it head on and kind of showing how just ridiculous some of them are, and then some of them are kind of subliminal. So we just did a little thing, like say in all the exterior shots, any time that the characters are walking through space, a lot of stuff is happening in the background.
Yeah.
So if you were to watch the film for face value, it's just a comedy. But if you were to dissect any of the scenes, if you were to pay attention to the stuff that's happening in the background, what the characters are doing, all of it has meaning. So we'll have like.
Is there a piragua guy?
Right, that's what I mean. Or there's like a guy that has a shirt that says gentrification, and he's in the background. No one's saying anything, no one's noticing, but he's there. So it's like a Where's Waldo. So if you're watching the film one day, you can, oh, there he is.
So you've got these Easter eggs sort of all over the place.
Or like the kids walking through the street, and the girls are like getting kidnapped, and they're just like
everyone's just going about their business.
Out of all the other boroughs, I think the Bronx is the highest in like youth, like young women getting kidnapped, and no one really speaks about it. All the police in the film were all cast by like professional wrestlers. And that's because throughout the film, anytime that you see police, they're like grabbing and slamming guys in the street. So I needed someone to be able to do that and then also get slammed.
Oh.
So
wow.
Well, it sounds great. You know, I mean, and it gives people reason to watch it more than once, right? Keep on coming back and watching it more and more. And you're premiering this weekend?
So the Art Foundation, we've already done the Comedy Festival, Poetry Festival. This week, actually, in a few hours.
He's checking his watch. He's like, I gotta go. He's like, girls, you've been great, but I gotta go.
In a few hours, the Concourse Comedy Festival is gonna kick off. That's gonna be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're showing 24 films, but we're gonna be premiering the Boogie Movie trailer for the first time there.
Congratulations.
So, you excited? I was gonna say, aren't you excited?
I am. It's just, I'm so used to having to be at zero for everyone to kind of pull someone down or pull them up. So like, I'm always like an onion. I'm always trying to like reserve my emotions. But I'm like super excited.
Don't reserve your emotions.
Scream.
Oh my gosh. Scream from the mountaintop. Be thankful for all, and I'm sure you are very thankful. Because the universe gives you plenty more where that came from.
Hopefully, from your mouth to God's ears.
Oh yeah. I believe it to be true.
Well,
we don't want to hold you up. You have big things
want you to
tonight.
be late.
You got big things tonight.
So thank you so much for coming. And of course, there's still time to buy tickets for the Concourse Film Festival. For more information and to purchase your tickets, you can visit cafnyc.com. That's CAF.